We begin with breaking news out of Gaines Township.
Police there have shot a man after a standoff stemming from an incident of domestic violence. It happened at a home on Fontanelle and South Division Avenue. People in nearby homes were told to shelter in place while this was ongoing.
Reporter Duncan McLean is a few blocks away from the scene while the investigation into the shooting is happening. Duncan, what have you learned?
In Cutlerville, right across the street from where this standoff and shooting happened just a matter of hours ago between a man armed with a long gun and Kent County Sheriff's Department deputies. They confirmed to us over the last hour that the initial call was for a domestic violence call, similar to the situation we saw in Cutlerville just last night. They confirmed that the man did exit his home and begin threatening the public and officers with that gun before retreating inside. This all happening around 9:15 this morning and developing from there. Upon arrival, those deputies saw the man exit his home on Fontanelle Street, and they began negotiations with him to try to cool the situation down. Those negotiations were not successful, and he returned inside his home. Minutes later, he exited once again, armed with a long gun, and began pointing that at the public and the deputies that were on scene at the time. It was then that shots started to fly between both parties. Neighbors telling us that they saw and heard anywhere between 15 and 30 shots and said they were loud. They could tell it wasn't a handgun that was being used in this exchange of fire. They said they saw deputies taking cover and shelter behind structures and electrical boxes. As that response continued to grow over the half hour or so, they saw more and more action from a number of different agencies locally. Eventually, that man was hit by Kent County Sheriff's Department deputies. He was given medical attention right away and taken to a local hospital. We're told he is in surgery now, hoping to recover from that shooting injury. Kent County Sheriff's Office updating us in the last hour on how law enforcement officers fared in that shootout.
All of our officers, thankfully, are safe. Both our agency, Kentwood, MSP, Wyoming, all responded to the scene, and all of their officers are safe. So right now we're thankful at this point that no one else was injured, including the original victim of the domestic we were responding to and the neighbors that this subject pointed weapons at.
Deputies were the first ones on scene. This is their coverage area. We're actually standing right on the line between Byron and Gaines Township. So they had personnel that are assigned to both of those townships arrive here minutes after that initial domestic violence call went out. We're also very near the dividing line between Wyoming and Kentwood police departments. Those agencies have also had a presence on scene here along with state police. The Sheriff's Department telling us that Wyoming Public Safety is going to take over the investigation from here. Our live coverage will continue throughout the day, and we'll have updates as they come in over the course of the afternoon on woodtv.com. For now, live in Cutlerville, Duncan McLean, News 8.